Yo, what's going on? Wanted to hop in a little bit early here because I'm antsy. All right, I don't feel like I really needed to explain that to anybody, but I'm just excited and I want to go watch the Rams play the Seahawks really bad. All right, it's the final game of the season, of course, and after this, it is all done, all over. After this game. So hopefully we can just ruin the Seahawks' day. That is the goal here, of course, is just to just make them sad. That is the entire premise of this. Just make the Seahawks sad, and then make this night game a playoff game. Because if the Rams can win this game, not only do the Rams beat the Seahawks and make them sad, we get a dub, which is awesome to end the season, and also we make the night game more interesting as it is just a playoff game. So that's awesome. What up, AJ? How's it going, man? Hope everything's well. Says, let's go Rams. Yes, dude. Yes. Finish it off with a bang. Let's screw these Seahawks, man. It's going to be fun, man. I'm excited for this game, actually. Let's see our inactives here. So we got Aaron Donald, Ben Skowronek, Brian Allen, John Wolford, Traven Howard, and Sean Jolly. So I'm really interested in like some reasoning behind why the Rams did not put Skowronek or Allen on IR when they knew that when those injuries happened, that they would not be returning this season. I think that part of it was probably a financial move, if I had to guess. But I do find that interesting that they decided to not go ahead and do that. Aaron Donald, we kind of thought that he might return at some point, that he would maybe slip in back to the team late this season. But of course, that is not happening. These are all of the first games of his entire career that he's missed due to injury. So that's unfortunate. Edwin, what up, dog? Hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, so I really do. I feel like that's what that means is that is it was probably a financial move to not put those guys on IR. But I also really wanted Fuller back. His injury happened like 9 weeks ago or something. It said it was a 4 week thing, 4 to 5 weeks, and now it's been forever. So I'm guessing those were some financial moves just based on how the season was unfolding, which is unfortunate. But hey, what can you do about it? We're just here for whatever happens, I suppose, man. Obviously winning is a lot more fun, but if we're going to be Rams fans, we're going to be Rams fans, whether what happens on the field is dope or not. Which this season it's been a lot of not dope, but last year super dope. So maybe we just have a little bit of a sandwich going here, where last year was super sick, this year a little bit whack, and then next year maybe it's going to be dope again. You know what I mean? Edwin, did you see all the rumors with McVay leaving, just like last year? We can definitely talk about this. I do have emotions. We are actually me, Peo, and Rams House. I don't know if we're supposed to say anything or not, but I'm going to do it here. We're all doing a live stream tomorrow to talk about this, actually, to talk about this topic. I don't think it happens. I wouldn't be totally blown away if it does happen. In short, what I will say about this, because like I said, we're doing a full stream about it tomorrow. It's going to be on Peo Time's channel. But in short, my emotions are essentially like I would love to have Sean McVay back. If it doesn't happen, well, I wish him the best in his future career, probably on TV. And if that is what happens, then I'm looking forward to whoever comes in to coach this team next, and I'll be rooting for them. So I'm here for whatever happens. I say it all the time, and that includes every aspect of it, including the coaching. If McVay and everybody's gone, then let's go next guy. Yeah, people have said that Raheem Morris would take over, which I would be so upset about. I would be so upset. But hey, whatever, man. Maybe him in a head coaching spot would be a good thing, and maybe getting a defensive coordinator that is not very conservative like Raheem Morris is. Maybe that would be a good move to have Raheem Morris take over at the head coach spot. But I would be not thrilled. I know that much, just because I'm not necessarily a big fan of what Raheem Morris is doing on the defense. I just think that we kind of lack there as far as just an aggression. Like, when we had, dating back to Greg Williams, we had an aggressive defense, and I think that aggression, of course, you're gonna get got. You know what I mean? Like we had some of those times where Janoris Jenkins was a pick six master in that time. He was just scoring tuds all the time, and he also got burnt a lot. You know what I mean? So like it was kind of a give and take, and so here we're not getting beat over the top all of the time. We still are, which is what I think frustrates me the most about the soft scheme. Is it like it's not like we like it's not like we're getting just carved up underneath, but then they're like, but no passes over 30 yards. No, that's still happening too. So I think that's like the part that annoys me. But like Greg Williams, mad aggressive. It worked out a lot. It sometimes bit us. That's fine. That's going to happen. Then even with Wade Phillips, blitzing a lot, pretty aggressive. It bit us sometimes, but ultimately it was okay. So I don't know. It's kind of if you're going to be super aggressive on defense, you're going to give up some big plays here and there. But when you're dope enough and you have enough superstars like the Rams do with AD, Wagner, Ramsey, you can get away with it. You can get away with being a little bit aggressive and taking those hits somewhere else, or at least like once or twice a game, maybe you get got a little bit. But then also that all worked out really well when the Rams offense was a top unit, which this year it is not. And then, of course, I again will point to injuries. We've only had one guy on our entire offensive line this season who did not get hurt at all, and that was Rob Havenstein at right tackle. Everybody right now and the rest of the line was not there on day one. You know what I mean? Like Coleman Shelton was a starter, but not at center. And we're also down three of our top four wide receivers. We had some weird stuff going on with Cam Akers early in the season. This is the fourth different quarterback we've played this year. So it's just a mess right now. And I kind of tie that all back into the Sean McVay thing. I think that a lot of the rumors that they're talking about with Sean McVay, I think he's just tired. And I think that these last few years, they're tiring. And even just as like a podcaster, and I realize that my job on covering the Rams is nowhere near what Sean McVay deals with. But last year was tiring for me. You know what I mean? Like, it is work to do these game previews and stuff, and to do them, that many of them, and go all the way through the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's tough. And he also didn't get an off season with like the honeymoon and all that stuff. So I think he's just tired. I think you give him a little bit of time to just sit back, breathe, hang out with the wife at home and stuff like that, and just kind of chill. And I do think he comes back. I really don't think that he retires. I just think he's tired right now, and it happens. You know what I mean? Like it happened to me last year. Say kind of similar situation. I'm gonna keep comparing myself to Sean McVay completely unnecessarily. We are very different people, but like I had to take some time after last season because I was tired. And if I was like trying to get married and go on a honeymoon during that time, I probably would still be extremely tired right now and be questioning my entire future. And also the comment that made me laugh the most under all this stuff was like breaking news, man ponders future. It's like, well, yeah, that's what people do. Like, of course, right now it's probably like, this kind of sucks right now. We're 5-11. We're not making the playoffs. Like, I'm tired. This kind of is a bummer. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. I'm sure of it. But either way, we've got some score predictions coming in. First of all, though, AJ asks my score prediction, or excuse me, not my score prediction. What is the Joe Stradamus prediction on game badges? So for game badges in this one, I really think on offense, Cam Akers has been the workhorse late in the season. These last like 3 or 4 games or so. I think that continues. So I anticipate that Cam Akers is going to have a day, and also Higbee is in that conversation as well. And if the good game, bad game, good game, bad game trend continues with Baker Mayfield, well, he's about to go off today. So that's good news for him and Tyler Higbee. On defense, that's kind of, well, I don't think it's that tough, actually. I was going to say it's kind of tough, but I think B-Wags is going to be in on this one, dude. I think that there's no way that Bobby Wagner steps onto the field at Lumen Field, walks out there, him walking into the tunnel. You could even just see it in his face when they showed up to the stadium today. You could just see it in his face. It's like, this guy's he's going to kill 4 people today. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of felt it. So I'm going to go with B-Wags on defense. I'm going to go Cam Akers on the offensive side, which actually happens to be my game day photo participants today. So we got some score predictions coming in. AJ says 17-23 with the Rams pulling off the dub on the road, heading up the West Coast up to Seattle to take on these Seahawks. So this is going to be a good matchup, though. I'm actually really excited for this game, even though I know this is the last one, and people can be like, well, we want a better draft pick, but like, you think Baker Mayfield gives a crap about the Rams' second-round draft pick and its positioning? Not a chance. So he's out here just trying to get it done, just like we all want him to. I don't care about draft picks, and we can't go from F them picks to like, well, we should probably lose because of draft. Like, we can't do that. That's not how it works, all right? It's like, it's the same exact thing, and this may ruffle feathers, but like, it's the same exact thing of being people literally just last week being like football's not important right now. Football is not important at all right now. It's all DeMar, and then all of a sudden it's like all these Ravens and Bengals fans are like, wait a second, a coin flip though? What the hell, man? That had nothing to do with that. And it's like, oh, so now it's like ridiculous. Either way, Edwin coming in with a score prediction 32-16. Edwin thinks the Rams are going to put up some points in this one. I like to see it, Edwin. Brian coming in with a score prediction as well, 33-17. I like the specificness of this score prediction, Brian. 33. I like that. All right. 33-17 for Brian. And if you nail the score prediction, hey, you're getting in. You are getting a free Ram Showcase t-shirt. John coming in with a score prediction as well, 20-17. A little bit tighter than everybody else has the score prediction sitting right now. I'm actually going to, let me think here. I want to give mine too. Let me think for a minute as I switch you over to my phone here. I'll do that in a second. I'll switch over here, and then I'm gonna think about this for a second. I really wish we had, we were hoping that Aaron Donald would play in Green Bay, and he's still not playing. It's just a bummer, you know. Got to log back in. Logging into StreamYard is the weirdest thing. You got like codes and stuff. Let's see. It's a little bit annoying, I'll be honest. But to set up an OBS for this would be pretty extreme, so. All right. I was going to put SJB. Boom, boom, boom. All right. What am I doing? All right. I'll be back on this. It'll be at this angle. You ready for that? I don't know if you are. You were ready. Every time. Dang. Oh, and I also forgot to shut off my Wi-Fi, which I've been doing really good this year. So in my defense, though, whatever. Not end. All right, let's see here. I think Wagner will have 8 tackles. Rams off 4 sacks. You know what? That doesn't feel unreasonable to me, man. Like, it really doesn't. Like, I feel like the Rams defense is going to be pretty solid today. I feel like we'll be flying around out there. The defense is the unit that's not totally beat to shreds. You know what I mean? So, of course, we're down Aaron Donald, who's worth like 4 people. So, I got to consider that. Oh, I need another hat just in case we're losing at halftime. I'm wearing the black. I love the combo of black and bone together. I think it's so dope. So Carl is going for he is going for the Rams today, simply because he hates birds. Do you hate birds? I think he does. So I think I can confirm that, actually. Look at this guy. All right, we can go. It's Carl. All right, don't open the door for strangers, Carl. Okay, Rams. Rookie year, second year player surprised me most. Honestly, Kobe Durant. Straight up Kobe Durant, man. In the preseason, I was really liking Darian Kendrick more. And yeah, that was early. It's like preseason, so you got to consider all that. But like, I think that Darian in preseason was looking really, really good. And I thought that he had better like mechanics to him. I thought he moved better. I thought he saw the field better. But then as the season went on, and of course, like these last few, Kobe has been on fire, man. That kid is good. And Kobe, and this is all like stuff that we will talk about in like different game preview setting, or not game preview setting, but like in a season interview kind of style. But I think that be a reason that Troy Hill doesn't come back. I really think that that's possible. So, but of course, we'll dive into all that. I'm going to do a who stays, who goes. That video that I did for the who stays, who goes like 2 years ago still is one of my biggest videos, which I find so odd that people still watch that. I'm talking about like Morgan Fox. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I forgot to do the thing. All right. It's actually beautiful today. What the hell? I say like it's a bad thing. Like, what's up with this beautiful weather? Gosh. All right. Let's see. But yeah, I would say Kobe, man, for sure, dude. He's been really, really good. I'm pumped, by the way. That kind of reminds me as well that I'm really excited to see what Russ Yeast does today, because Nick Scott is out. He is not playing in this one. I'm excited to see Yeast, man. I think because Yeast, I like the way I like his play style, and that's like exactly what I used to say about like Jordan Fuller all the time. That's like his play style, and then obviously the players really love Baker. I don't know where Baker came from. We got Baker on the mind, but obviously the players really love Jordan Fuller. But I kind of like, I feel like I was the first one. I'm gonna be hipster about that for sure. I was like, I have his jersey. I've got like, but I feel like I'm the only fan who really like loves Jordan Fuller. But Russ Yeast, he's got that similar style, and yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see him there. Let's see. I hate when it skips me to the bottom. All right. Waiting for the off season to get a Mayfield jersey so it can be on sale. Dude, don't do it. He's not going to be back. I think it's funny when it, like, I mean, do whatever you want. Get whatever jersey you want to. But Baker Mayfield, I feel like he's going to be one of those. And he might be back. I don't know. I would love him back. I hope he comes back, but I just don't think it does. It happens. But it's like that's going to be one of those jerseys that people have, and they look at him like 10 years, and they're like, he played like 4 games, so I would be. It's funny. Seahawks are going to the playoffs. I mean, maybe. We'll see. You say that very matter of fact, and that is definitely not the case. Because I'll be honest, I think that even if the Seahawks win, I mean, that doesn't guarantee crap, because winning in Lambeau in prime time against Rodgers when all they need to do is win to go to the playoffs, that's a tough ask, bro, for the Lions. So, I don't know. Probably not, is what I'll say. Really think the Rams will be ready for the game today. Hell yeah, Brian. Gay will kick a 51-yard field goal layoff. That is so specific. I love the specificness of your predictions, Brian. That's so funny. I love it, though, man. Dude, Matt Gay is so sick. Did you see his jacket today? It had a big old 8-ball on the back. Oh, my God. That guy's so cool. Damn it, Matt Gay is awesome. Matt Gay is cool as hell, man. I love Matt Gay. I would get a Matt Gay jersey for sure. I always wanted a Hecker jersey, which is still not impossible, I think. But I think I would go with the old school colors with that. Like, I want a James Laurinaitis. I want a white 55 James Laurinaitis, There's so many jerseys that I want, though. And I like getting older jerseys, so that's always fun. So I like waiting until they leave. Except for Jordan Fuller, because he's the dopest. Seahawks are a Super Bowl team. Well, that's not true. The Seahawks are definitely not a Super Bowl team. Let's see. Oh, we got no score. Whoa, dude. Can't be doing that, dog. Let's see here. We got another score prediction coming in. It says Seattle 24 and LA getting to 13. So we got a prediction for the Seahawks winning. If you are a Seahawks fan, I hope that you get a free Ram Showcase t-shirt. They come in black, royal, and bone. Bone is a choice of mine.
because I love the bone color, honestly. Hope we extend Matt Gay. Dude, I hope we extend our entire special teams unit. Our entire unit is expiring. And I know people are crapping on Riley Dixon right now. I think Riley Dixon's a good punter. It's also not that important over a position when your offense is super sick. So I think that our punting position just kind of got a little bit more use than we're used to. But yeah, Riley Dixon, Matt Gay, Matthew Orzek, and Brandon Powell, they are all free agents after this year. And I want all of them back. I want that entire core back. You were so lucky you were able to get the Great Lakes jersey. Dude, that is like one of my most prized possessions of all time, dude. The Media Day Greg Zuerlein jersey. I have it sitting in my studio back there, man. That thing is sick. And the reason I love that so much, is because, like, obviously there's bigger name players. Like, how dope would it have been to get an Aaron Donald or, like, one of those, like a Talib or a Peters, like, in that era, you know what I mean? Like a Robert Woods, you know, stuff like that. Obviously that would have been super sick. Todd Gurley, you know what I mean? But, like, Greg Zuerlein, he kicked the field goal to send that game, the NFC Championship game, to overtime. He kicked the field goal to send the Rams to the Super Bowl, and then he was the only one to score any points in that Super Bowl for the Rams. So that jersey to me is just so dope. I'll never get rid of it for sure. Somebody had the Mark Barron one, and he wanted just a ridiculous amount for it. Like, he was like, all right, dude, no some more here. That's not up there. But I tried to offer him my Jeezy and cash, and he said no. For a Mark Barron, because Mark Barron's always been my guy. Guessing the Rams' new jersey for next year will be like the '60s jersey with the horns on the shoulders. I don't know, actually. I think what we'll see is something that will kind of honor that, like, I think it's yellow. I'll tell you that much. And this is such a guess because I don't actually have any idea. What I think that we get is a yellow jersey and white pants. I think that's what we get this offseason. There's no one saying that. There's no hints that have been given towards that or anything like that. It's just kind of my guess. Knowing this team and how they do things, that feels like something that would happen. I miss white pants, though. I'll say that. I know we're not talking about the game at all right now, but I do miss white pants. Really takes me back to those, like, Steven Jackson days of him, you know, blue jersey, white pants. I thought that was a really cool look for the Rams. People always go so slow on this highway. All right, so let's go ahead and shift back into this game, though, because obviously we know that the Seahawks have some playoff potential out of this game, so they obviously will not be just coming in just to lay an egg on us or anything. So, and they did beat us earlier this year. It was a pretty tight game, from what I remember about watching that one. The Rams were doing some stuff in that game, so I think it's very possible the Rams can win. Bobby Wagner had an absolute day back in Week 13. Man, that was awesome. But I think that, I feel decent about this game. Obviously, though, I felt pretty decent about last week's game, and I don't know what our game plan was. I don't know what the Rams tried to take away from the Chargers' offense, and I don't know what on offense we were trying to attack. It just didn't make any sense to me. So if we see something similar to that, obviously that kind of comes into play. But I feel good about this game, and I don't know. There's a lot of aspects that go into it, and we could be watching the last game from a lot of Rams, and we will be watching the last Rams game by some of these players, and that is just simple facts. And I know a lot of people too. I got something in my eye. I know a lot of people will say stuff like, well, like, we want all these guys back, like, we want Hoyt back, we want Scott back, we want Rapp, like, all these guys, but it's just not going to happen. And also, we're a 5-win team right now. We need some changes, man. We need some shifting going on here right now. So I think it's critical that we get some overturn. You know what I mean? Some turnover in this roster, and even in the coaching staff, honestly. And I'll beat it to the ground. But like, I would love to new defensive coordinator, but ultimately it's not my call, obviously. That's not blowing anybody's minds here, but I would love a new defensive coordinator, but hey, if it doesn't happen, then hey, let's go Raheem, man. I'm rooting for Raheem. As long as they are Rams, I hope they do well. That's all. My preferences kind of don't matter at that point. Let's see Edwin here. I hope the Seahawks give it their all. We eliminate them, dude. And that's what I want too. Like I want to be the ones that eliminate them. Like I want them to like go back into their locker room knowing that they missed it, that they are not in. You know, like I don't want it to come down to the night game for them to learn that they're not in. It would be us. So yeah, but let's see who else in this game. Potential last days as Rams. So we do have Taylor Rapp, and I know that a lot of, I mean, maybe not so much anymore actually, because for a really long time I felt like I was the only one that was like, Rapp is kind of a bummer, and now I feel like everybody's on that trade. Who was it? I think it was Peo that said he's like that. He thinks that the Rams like Rapp a lot, and I don't know if that's entirely true. He has been starting, of course, but also it's in a position that we're a little bit thin in. So I don't know. If Rapp can just progress at all, like that would make a difference for me myself at least. Rapp, yeah. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess, man. And we can definitely talk about, like I said, I'm going to do a whole who stays, who goes. We'll do that here. I don't know exactly when this next episode is going to release. I'm still writing it. So I'm doing a whole season in review. And then just kind of a look back. And then we'll do a who stays, who goes, and kind of a look ahead to the off season. And episodes will be a little bit more sporadic as we head into the off season. I've got some other things that I'm working on right now, so I really need to kind of zone in on that a little bit. That's one of the decisions, and also the fact that like with the Rams not making the playoffs, there won't be a lot to talk about unless we get like those random big news updates like McVay's retiring or something like that. But if that happens, of course, we'll hop in, and then we'll treat it a little bit like a single topic kind of deal, like how a normal YouTube channel runs. My channel's not normal. So I'm getting sun right in. Oh yeah, I can't. That was a dumb move. All right. When we first got Rapp. Let's see. Okay. That's the thing about Taylor Rapp, though, specifically, is like I think a lot of it was that those conversations. And I think I'm overheating a little bit, so let me go ahead and get some AC for you. There we go. Oh, on the screen. All right, so we'll see if that helps at all. I think we got some cool air coming in. Go ahead and close this up as well. Trap it in. All right, so then, which is fine. Like his heritage is like that's really cool for him to be able to get to the NFL, especially through his path and stuff like that. Like, it's impressive, and obviously getting to the NFL is already quite the accomplishment, you know. And yeah, his rookie season, it was like, all right, yeah, dude, like let's go Rapp, man. But then, the year two didn't see any improvements. He was the same exact player from year one to year two, and I started calling it out then. And he is still, I think, that same exact player. I don't think that he's shown a lot of progression from rookie season to right now, and that's his entire rookie deal. And I just haven't seen the progression. So maybe like he was our leading tackler last week. Maybe he shows out again. Maybe he shows something where it's like, man, this guy's actually pretty sick. But I just haven't seen it, and I will not change my opinions just on one game. But there's also a lot of things that we're looking at. We're looking at wrapping this game to see, like, do we bring this guy back? Is Russ Yeast going to be super dope? And then all of a sudden, he's a guy that we bring back. I think that the Fuller and Nick Scott combo next year should be really good. I do anticipate that that's what the combo would be, unless the Rams hit a big free agent or something like that. And the Rams just don't really pay safeties, so I doubt that. But then you also got to look on the offensive side with the offensive line. Obviously, we got super beat up. David Edwards, what is his health status? What is he going to be looking like going into next year? Brian Allen is not versatile at all. That's why I was already surprised to see him get extended by the Rams, because he can only play a center. He doesn't play guard. Not like Coleman Shelton, who obviously he's more versatile because he can play guard and center. He started week 1 as a starting guard, and now he's our center. But like, he also, I think, is better at center than Brian Allen. So there's some decisions to be made for sure when it comes to the offensive line. Ty Nsekhe is kind of an older dude, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him just retire. But Joe Nopum was not playing well even before his injury, so that's got to be considered. Edwards was not playing well before his injury, so that's got to be considered. And then, we got guys like Ode Obushi, who's, not super old or anything like that, but he's getting there, Dude, what? I'm so confused what just happened. I know you guys have no idea what just happened because you can't see that, but kind of weird. All right. So yeah, either way, though, I don't know. There's a lot of things to watch in this one as we try to figure out who needs to stay. Like, is Michael Hoyt going to have a day at edge rusher where we're like, this guy needs to be opposite of Flo next year? Probably not. And I think that if what the heck? I think that if Hoyt does return, I think we put him back on defensive line. Oh, what's up? You see you come in, Peo. What up, man? Happy game day. Happy game day. Final one makes me so sad, man. Question. Who would you say is most likely to get a pick 6 today? B-Wags, dude, all day long. Bobby Wagner, he's about to show out in this game, man. I fully anticipate that Bobby Wagner has a day. Going back into Seattle, did you see the look on his face, man, on the arrival photos? Dude, he's ready. He's ready to kill people, man. It's going to be awesome. I just got a text that really made me laugh. It's not for the stream. Would you take a straight up trade John Johnson for Jordan Fuller? No, man. No. Oh, okay. No, man, I love Jordan Fuller. And John Johnson, he's dope. I love John Johnson as well, man. That pick that he has in that NFC Championship game against the Saints, hell yeah, man. I know that, what was it, Dante Fowler got in there and forced the bad throw, but that was sick, man. Sick. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. No, so I don't think I would do that, actually, but, they're both sick safeties. I don't think Jordan Fuller gets enough credit, honestly. I really don't. I don't think he gets enough credit for how sick he can be. Ooh, and AJ says Durant for the pick 6. All right. Who's your pick 6 picks? That makes sense. I'm saying B-Wags, man. I'm going Wagner all day. Wagner's so sick, dude. We had to show them also that, like, I guess the fans, because the Pro Bowl is stupid and has been for years. Even like being as big an NFL fan as I am, I don't even know the last Pro Bowl that I watched. In my mind, that's my weekend off. Like, that's like a weekend I can just go do whatever I want. Like, because like watching it like too, and you like see the highlights of it, and you see like people jogging and just kind of like, I don't know, it's not entertaining. And I think it's different this year or something. I don't know. I still don't care about it. I don't care about a skills competition or anything like that. I think part of it is like all of the changes that have gone into the Pro Bowl. I don't like that it's no longer in Hawaii. I don't like that it's before the Super Bowl now. Like, I don't know. It all just sucks. That is a very pink car. Holy moly. So yeah, Pro Bowl's whack. But I say all that because the Geno Smith made it, and Bobby Wagner didn't. We were talking about that last week too against the Chargers when my dad showed up and stuff. We were talking about that Austin Eckler and Bobby Wagner didn't get into the Pro Bowl, but Geno Smith did. It's like obviously it's not real. Like it's all just bogus at that point. Then obviously. So the one that I actually will pay attention to and care about a little bit, the list at least, the roster, is the All-Pro, just because of who votes on it. It's players, it's media members, stuff like that. I want to vote. I want like a Hall of Fame vote. If I had a Hall of Fame vote, I feel confident that Torrey Holt would have already been in. I'd be voting for him this entire time. Scoop. That's my new sound effect, apparently. I just know this lane's closed. This gets me every time. Do the scoop. Porn stash vote. I don't feel like this is very porn stashy, man. I'll be honest. Like we've had this conversation at work a lot. Porn stashes are more like thin. They don't really come down. They're just very like maybe like a little above the lip kind of thing. And like I don't know. Not every stash is a porn stash. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's like a very square and a rectangle. You know, or like every porn stash is a mustache, but not every mustache is a porn stash. And I don't think this one is. I wouldn't consider it one at least. But yeah, I want the stash vote. I need to reshape the mullet too, I think. Or maybe not, because we had some bad luck this year. Maybe I should get rid of all this. Working at a radio station has made me weird. I went from like such a proper job at a TV station to now a radio DJ, and we have a lot more fun now. Ain't mad about it. I hit a year soon at the radio station. That's crazy. Just a thumbs up. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Are you being snarky, Mike? It's a snark out of here, Mike. Here we have fun. McVay stay or go? I think he stays. We're actually doing a stream about this tomorrow. Make sure if you are not already subbed to Payo Time, make sure you do that because we will be going live tomorrow. I believe that is at about 3 o'clock LA time that we'll be doing that stream. We'll be talking about a few things, but the main topic, of course, being Sean McVay. Will he stay or will he go? We have all of our thoughts on the subject, and we'll see what Payo says. We'll see what Rams House says, as we'll all be hanging out for that one. So should be a fun stream. It's been a while since we've all gotten together on one, so I'm really excited for it, actually. And yeah, man, it's going to be fun. But the spoiler alert is that I think that Sean stays. I think he's just a sleepy guy right now. It's been a long couple of years. They are very exhausting. These Super Bowl seasons, they can wear you out. So a lot of coaches have talked about that in the past, of that like how a Super Bowl season will really just it's exhausting. It's tiring. By the time it ends, like you're so, I don't know, it's like running that marathon, man, where you're like you reach the end and you just want to collapse. Like you're so proud, you're so excited, you're so
there's so many positive emotions happening, but at the same exact time, simultaneously, you are beat, you are exhausted. And then Sean McVay did not get an off season, so like he had his wedding, his honeymoon, all this stuff, and then right back to work. So yeah, I'm sure he's just tired, man. Like I think that him having just some take the playoffs off, take the wife, go on vacation, man. Go enjoy yourself, relax. Don't worry about football for a minute. Let Les handle anything pressing that comes up or anything. Just breathe, man. Take a beat and then really think about it, man. But I'll say this as well that whatever Sean McVay decides to do, I support Sean McVay, man. He's probably the best coach we've ever had. Who the hell are we to be like, bad move, dude? Like for his career, you know what I mean? Like, so if that's what he does decide to do, if he does decide to retire and move on to TV, well, then I wish him all the best. I will enjoy him in that venue. And then I will also root for whoever the Rams do choose to hire. I know Kevin Demoff and Les Snead would. Who knows about Les Snead's future? I would like to see him back because I think Les is awesome, but Les is more. But Demoff as well. I think that they would do the right kind of search. I don't think it would be Sean Payton. I don't really want Sean Payton, I'll be honest. But I think that they would do right by the search, and I would root for the next guy that comes in and becomes the Rams head coach. So I don't know. I'm indifferent on it. I'm always indifferent on it because I don't make any of the decisions. I'm here to cover the Rams and talk about the Rams in what is happening, not get upset about something happening that I didn't want to happen. Like that's so pointless to be like, well, that's not who I wanted to hire, so now I'm mad. Like that's a ridiculous thing to me. So I just can't subscribe to that. So it's like, hey, do I want Sean McVay to retire? Absolutely not. He's probably the best coach we've ever had. But if he does, well, hey man, it was fun while we had it. That's kind of how I see it. So, but being like Sean McVay retired and I didn't want him to. This is stupid. Like, okay. Edwin, hope one day we can all tailgate at a Rams game at SoFi. You, Rams House, and Tail Time. Dude, yes, I want to make that happen so bad, man. I know Rams House. I ain't trying to, like, put anything on blast or anything like that, but with his age, I think it'll be a few years till we all get out there, stuff like that, but that's totally fine. But I fully anticipate that happening. Peo's definitely got to get back out there. I know it's quite a trip for him coming from the Great White North. I know I would like to get out there, man. Again, I didn't get out there this year. Kind of makes me sad, but next year, that is definitely the plan. Me and my homies are actually trying to plan now going to the Rams-Niners game. We want to be some of the Rams fans that are there, you know. Dude, I will let everybody know which one when we can figure this out, when the stars can align and we can all get together and get out there for a tailgate. And I know the good spots too, man. I know the good spots at the tailgate out at SoFi, man. Being out there last year, and I definitely have some homies out there. The RWO squad, the Rams World Tour squad, like we're homies, man. And yeah, that's where I'd be hanging out. Mike says call Martz, and Mike, you say so many things, and I feel like you're trolling in every single one of them. Which is fine. I mean, that's cool. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. It is time. Don't talk to me about tickets if interested. I mean, if you got some hookups, man, let me know. I've got some myself. But to get everybody together in like the same area too, I think would be worth it. So that's got to be considered as well. All right, that's going to be all for me today, I think, though. I'm going to go start putting some beers into my face. After this, I'm heading to my buddy's house, my buddy Jackson. I'm going to go watch the Packers and the Lions game with him. He doesn't know, but I'm kind of hoping the Lions win that game. I don't really like the Packers, so I did this in some form of solidarity. This is what I did for my buddy Jackson. All right, I'll show you. I wore my Lambeau shirt. Oh, which way do I go? I wore this one here. The game I got out in Lambeau, or the shirt I got out in Lambeau, in just a small touch of solidarity. That's the only way that I would ever wear a Packers logo on my person is if it's the Rams also. So 6 season tickets. All right, dude. We might have to hang out, dude. What section? Before I get out of here, what section? Dude, thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you, man. I'll message you after this, Edwin. Or not, maybe not after this, but like I'll message you soon, man. Just want to chat, catch up outside of a public forum, you know. Do you have my number, Edwin? 342, dude. Okay. If you were gonna say 500s, I was gonna be like, okay. But you didn't. All right. So, all right, y'all. Last game of the season. That makes me super sad, but also, you know what? It's a good time to kind of just, we can enjoy this game, man. It's going to be the last game for so many players, so let's just enjoy it, soak it in while we still have it. We got these 3 hours to just forget about the rest of your life real quick. Forget about all the dumb stuff that's going on in your world, man. Let's just enjoy these Rams, and we have one last game until September, so just sit back, relax, have a few beers, and just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. Last one of the year. And I'll definitely be back with you I'll send it to you, Edwin. I'll be back in different small random gaps. Also, I'll explain my shift. I'll explain what the future of Rams Showcase looks like. I'll figure out a way to do that, maybe in a live stream sometime soon. So but that is going to be that's it, man. Let's go enjoy this game, man. Drink beers. Go Rams. Ruin the Seahawks' day. That is goal number 1. Ruin their day. Screw you,